In this game, you portray one of 5 different factions, and you are fighting over influence. Influence in this dark world. During the game, the tides will shift back and forward. You will do your actions. You will do a bidding part of the game. The winning conditions will also change. Now, this game that I have here in front of me is just a prototype. Now, it's a beautiful prototype. And if you know me, you know that I am a fan of everything IV Studio creates. It's just so beautiful. I mean, this is a prototype, but you really can't see it. I just want to say it because, well, some things might change until you get this game on your table. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of this game. I'm going to go through the different components. I'm going to go through some of the different actions and give you an idea of what this game is about. This here is the main board that you have in the center of the table. Now, depending on how many players you are, the setup will of course look a little bit different. Plus, each of these factions have their own starting setup as well. Players will have player boards. They will have this counter here that they use when they do the bidding. And some meeples and some meeples plus some tokens. So this game plays out during 3 different ages. During these ages, players will have 5 action cards on their hand. Now, during their turn, they will place 1 card face down in front of them. Then the rest of the players will do this in clockwise order, in the first and third age. In the second age, we will go in counterclockwise order. Once everyone have placed their card in front of them, we will flip this card up and show what action we would like to do. And this is the way we will go around the table until we have played all of the cards on our hand. Once we have done that, we will go into the next age. Once we have done all 3 ages, well, the game is over. And whoever have the most influence will be the winner of this awesome game. Now, let me show you some of the core mechanics and actions in this game. So these are the action cards that you might play during your gameplay. These are the cards that should be placed face down on your turn, and then flipped over to show whatever action you want to do. You could, for example, play this one here, which would let you place out coins on different regions out on the map. This one here would let you gather coins. This one here would let you recruit mercenaries. And this one over here would let you recruit wardens. Once you have played your card, you simply do that action. Once you have resolved your card, you need to tuck it in under your board, corresponding to one of the 5 different pillars. Now, if we look at this card, we can see that there are symbols in the top and in the bottom, meaning that you could place this card up here corresponding to this symbol, or at the bottom corresponding to the other symbol. In this case here, the player would like to slide it in on the top. Now, before we move forward, let's look at the different actions. If you, for example, place a coils, I don't know how you pronounce that, so don't make fun of me. But if you would like to place out these little meeples here out on any region on the board, well, you would take that amount of coils and place them out on the region you would like to place them out on, simply by just putting them out on the map. This action here will let you take the indicated number of coins from the supply itself. If the supplies should be empty, well, then you can actually steal from a player of your choice. While this symbol here lets you take the same amount of mercenary cards from the mercenary deck. Just be aware, because you can only have a maximum of 8 mercenary cards on your hand. If you have more, you need to discard down to 8 again. Down to 8 again. The last symbol right here will let you take 1 warden from the supply. And you can choose any warden in any color that you would like to. This one here, for example. So that is the 4 actions you can do in this game. But there is actually one more thing you can do, and that is to start a reckoning. Now when you play this card, you will start a reckoning in the region stated on the card. The first thing the player needs to do is to choose one of the available reckoning rewards out on the board. The player who started the reckoning will take one of the other claim tokens and put them into the region where the reckoning will happen. Next, all the players needs to put in their bid on their dials. And we will of course do this in secret. Once we're done, we place it face down in front of us. And you can pretty much bid what you have in front of you, meaning your coins, your Achilles, again pronouncing, I don't know. You got the wardens, but also your mercenary cards. Once everyone have done their bidding, we flip these over to show what type of bid we have placed. Now we will get our rewards, and we will get our rewards from the highest bid to the lowest. The player that played the reckoning card tucks the card in under its corresponding pillar. Now what you can bid depends on what you have out on the table, but also in front of you. If you have any of these little meeples out on the table, well, you could place one bid per little meeple you have in that region by simply placing that bid and then removing it from the board. But you could also use your little mercenary cards. Now if these cards matches the claim tokens out in that region, you could bid with these as well. So if you have any of the symbols on these cards matching any of the claim tokens in that region where the reckoning happens, you would get 1 bid per match and 2 bids for every 2 matches. But you could also choose to use your influence that you have out here on the board. If your influence matches the claim tokens, well, you could spend that by simply moving down 1 step. Plus, if you have any wardens in front of you matching the same color in that area, well, you would actually get 5 bids. But also we have the coins. You would actually get 1 bid per coin that you have in front of you, if you would like to bid on them. So depending on where you came in the bidding war, you will get different rewards or punishments, because at the bottom you will actually lose 5 victory points. Here you would gain some coins, here you would gain victory points, up here you would gain mercenary cards, and here you would get to place a monument, meaning this monument here. Now we will take it and place it in the region where the reckoning happened. And from now on we will score points in this region at the end of each age. In this game we also have 5 quite powerful artifacts that will give you bonuses stated down here in the bottom of the artifacts. Now, you will be able to use these when you have the lead on the influence track matching the color of that artifact. So here, for example, this player here would be able to control the yellow artifact. And whenever they gain coins, they would get +2 coins. Once all players have played their cards from their hands, we would go into one final reckoning. After that reckoning, we would do a monumental scoring out on the board. Then we would go into a new age and we will start all over again. Once we have done this 3 times, the game ends. And whoever has the most influence is certainly the winner of this beautiful game. Once again, IV Studio have made just a brilliant game. There is a lot of strategy here. I mean, the reckonings will shift the different ways that you can score from each game. Depending on which regions you send out your little fellas to, you will score in different ways. You have your little extra artifacts here that can help you along the way if you have the most points there, and you really need to have a plan when you set out into this game. During your first game you will feel just a little bit lost because you don't really have that strategy in you yet. But then again, the game shifts quite a lot depending on where you are out on the map, where you can score the most. So even more advanced players really need to set up their plan before they set out into this game. If you are into resource management, strategic gameplay, a lot of planning, player interaction between the different auction phases or reckoning phases, well then this game is definitely for you. But if you are a player that just want to sit down and have a little calm, peaceful time where you don't need to think too much, well then maybe you should find another game, because there is a lot of brain activity going on when you sit down and start to manage your little factions here. There you have it, my friend. That is Realms of Reckoning. Again, my pronunciation is not the greatest here, but man, what a great game. What a beautiful game, what an awesome artwork. Again, this is just a prototype, but still, it's a beautiful prototype. The cards, the little boards, the meeples, the little monuments, everything is just so brilliant, so beautiful made. And I think that this will be just another success for Ivy Studios. If you want to know more about this game, then check out the links down in the description, and it will take you straight to whatever you want to know. If you enjoyed my video, well, give it a thumbs up, a comment, show it to your family, whatever you want to. But most importantly, my friend, please remember to always keep on spreading that board gaming love I know you all have. Peace out.